Although it may seem simple to live within your means, it is challenging. Many people lack financial education, which leads to them continuing their harmful spending habits as adults. So what does living below your means mean? When you spend less than you earn, you are said to be living within your means. And well, this gives you control over your finances since it forces you to be conscious of your spending. You can achieve financial freedom by planning or spending and adhering to your budget. So it is advised that you follow some tips to assist you in living within your means. So, which tips are these and how effective can they be? Without further ado, take out your books and pen. Number 14. Assess your current spending. You need to know how you are currently spending your money if you want to start living within your means. This includes your monthly expenses and any other non-essential items you might overpay. These monthly expenses will cover things like rent, groceries, and perhaps energy bills, as well as living costs. Your expenditure may also include the cost of your transportation, such as gas or bus money, and other recurring expenses like insurance premiums, the bare minimum on your credit cards, and student loan payments. Start by listing your monthly expenses and totaling them to see your present spending. It is okay if you don't have a precise figure, but knowing how much you spend each month on average will help you take the next steps towards improving your financial situation. Number 13. Create a budget. Making a budget is frequently the first step in finding strategies to live within your means. You'll be able to see where all your money is coming from and going when you make a budget. If you're spending too much in one area, this will then enable you to reallocate your funds and save money. Use the cash envelopes if you want to have more control over your funds. Review your budget as often as necessary. Depending on your circumstances, this could be monthly, quarterly, or annually. Start by totaling up all your income sources to determine how much money you have each month. Follow the 50, 30, 20 rule, which suggests that 50% of your money should go towards needs, 30% should go towards wants, and 20% should be saved. Making a budget will help you live within your means because you'll always know how much money you have available to spend. Number 12. Track your spending. Start keeping track of your spending once you've established a budget. Know that amounts when you pay your monthly rent, mortgage, utilities, and other routine expenses. You can accurately see how much money you spend each month by keeping track of your expenditures. Add up all your expenses at the end of each month, then decide where you can save. You'll have more money to save or put towards debt, such as credit card debt if you can reduce your monthly expenditure on a few select items. If you frequently eat out, for instance, you might be able to reduce your spending by cutting back on your weekly outings. Doing this might save you more than $100 per month, putting more cash in your pocket for other purposes. By keeping track of your spending, you can live within your means by using less money. Number 11. Downsize your home. Downsizing your living space is another way to get your finances in order. We frequently underestimate the money we spend on maintaining our large homes or multi-bedroom apartments. Remember that larger homes tend to cost more in terms of utility and rent or mortgage payments. Do you really need all that space, or could you be content in a smaller home? Consider how much happiness your current living situation brings you. Be thoughtful about where you move next if you decide that downsizing might be a good option for you. Think about relocating somewhere you can use public transportation, walk or bike more, or even reduce your reliance on your car. Consider the items you're paying for and how necessary they are for your current lifestyle before you downsize, as there are many ways to do it. For instance, you may put money aside for a used car rather than a new one. Number 10. Pay yourself. Another frugal approach is paying yourself. Continue making the same monthly payments you're used to, but divert them towards yourself once you're paid off something, whether it was a smartphone, automobile, or college education. Place the funds in a savings account that pays interest, allowing them to grow. You can pay with cash the next time you want to make a purchase and won't feel deprived. Number 9. Improving your money mindset. Consider what you do daily to live within your means and take satisfaction in it. No matter how little your progress is, acknowledge it. Living within your means is made possible by every dollar you don't spend. Hopefully, you can say goodbye to spending regrets, FOMO, and money shame, which can result in overspending and even more money shame. You will ideally be on a path to accumulating wealth and more conscious of where your money is going. Number 8. Control impulse spending. Do you ever see something and purchase it without giving a second thought? This is referred to as impulsive spending. Your impulsive little expenditures like that $5 coffee or $20 pair of clothes pile up over time. It would be best to kick the impulse buying habit to live within your means. Having a list when you go to the supermarket is a wise method. Include the items you need, follow the list, and pay with cash. Keeping your credit cards at home, avoiding internet purchasing, and unsubscribing from marketing emails are more suggestions to help you reduce your expenditure. Make it a rule to always wait 24 hours before making an impulsive purchase of more than $25. After some reflection, you can conclude that you don't want to forfeit the funds. Number 7. Understand need versus want. Every time you make a purchase, consider whether you need it or just want it. Focus on your requirements and only purchase a few wants if you want trouble living within your means. Remind yourself of everything you already possess and take pleasure in it. Recognize that advertisers frequently display products they want us to purchase. The truth is, we don't need most of these items. You'll be on the road to spending less and accumulating more wealth once you can distinguish between your needs and wants. Number 6. Build an emergency fund. Another aspect of living below your means is having an emergency fund that may be used to cover costs for unforeseen events or if you must go without pay for a while. The ability to recover from modest setbacks depends on always having at least $1,000 in your emergency fund. Having said that, most monetary professionals agree that it's a good idea to keep 3 to 6 months worth of living expenditures in a secure place, like a high-interest online savings account. Another way to start creating an emergency fund is finding a weekly amount. You can save and transferring it to your savings account either once a week or as soon as you get paid. Alternatively, there are advantages to starting a short-term side business to raise money quickly. Number 5. Learn to negotiate. Although initially uncomfortable, learning how to bargain for your bills can save you hundreds of dollars in the long term, particularly in the case of medical debt. By offering to pay in full in cash, you'll be able to reduce several medical balances in half. And if you are a responsible debtor and a devoted customer, you can request a lower interest rate from each credit card provider. They have a financial interest in maintaining you as a customer since they are confident in your ability to pay your bills on time each month. For your current rate, check your credit card statement. Recall that not all of your balances might have the same interest rate. It doesn't hurt to try, and you never know. You might be able to reduce your monthly spending by a little bit. Number 4. Reduce meaningless spending. Americans are big spenders. In fact, the Bureau of Labor Statistics discovered in its most recent expenditures report for 2017 that they spent over 80% of their annual income. The average pre-tax income in 2017 was $73,573, whereas the average annual outlay was $60,060. These costs encompass every area of American life, from the $7,729 spent on food to the $755 spent on items like cleaning supplies. Fortunately, you can reduce your spending in some of these areas if you wish to live within your means. Ask yourself, do I really need this? When you keep track of your purchases. By reflecting on each transaction, you can better understand your priorities and what you truly want to buy. You might be able to pay off debt, accrue savings for large expenditures, and get out of debt if you spend less than you earn. Number 3. Automate your finances. Automating your finances can be helpful if you have trouble living within your means due to excessive spending and impulse purchases. When you set up automated transfers around your paydays, your bills are paid on schedule before you can spend the money elsewhere. Your bank or credit union can help you set up an automatic transfer. There is no transfer cost in most cases, but your bank may charge you if your account balance is insufficient. Most utilities, services, and creditors also accept automatic payments. If the bill changes frequently or if you have a period with no outstanding balance, it is frequently preferable to set up autopay through these firms. Through automatic payroll deductions, you can also ensure that you pay yourself first and save money before you spend it. If your employer offers direct deposit, speak with the payroll department. Have a portion of each paycheck automatically deposited into a retirement or other savings account. with the remaining funds remaining in a checking account. Number 2. Live a healthy lifestyle. According to some financial projections, retirees would require at least $300,000 to cover high medical costs. Adopting a healthy lifestyle to reduce medical costs would be best. However, you don't have to visit the gym to get enough exercise. You can work out in your basement or garage. After that, think about meal planning and maintaining a healthy diet. You can drastically reduce your future debt and expenses by doing these actions. Number 1. Create multiple income streams. Another way to living within your means is increasing your salary so you have more money to live off. You can increase your income in several ways, such as by starting a side hustle or creating a passive income. Although they typically take longer, side jobs are a faster method to increase your income. A trickle of passive income gradually turns into money you can make without working. The best of both worlds can be achieved with some side hustles that develop into passive income. Gaining more money allows you to continue doing the things you love without worrying about how you'll pay for them. You can save and spend some of it if you take home more money each month. This gives you various options to collect cash while simultaneously participating in various activities with your friends and family. Starting with these frugal living ideas, it all comes down to individual choices. Anyway, do you think some of these shared concepts can be difficult to adopt? Evidently not. That's all. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe. See you in the next video.